Hey there, it's Latrina, and I'm in my kitchen today, but I'm not cooking. Instead, I want to show you an example of something that, as someone like me who has been a vegan for, about a decade now, off and on, and I tell you, I fell for this today, and I thought this is a perfect example of how there are so many landmines before you if you are someone who is transitioning to a plant-based diet or a vegan diet, and you really need to be prepared. So here it is. I'm always talking about plant versus processed, right? And so processed foods are a no-no. And so my thing is sharing these videos and showing you ways that you can have more plant-based foods instead of eating processed foods, right? Anything that's manufactured or made in a lab, that's processed food. Okay, so today I was in the store. I'm trying to cover up the brand. It's a good brand, but I don't want to get in trouble. So this is something I saw today in one of the grocery stores, and I thought, oh cool, it's a Southwest burrito bowl, and with chipotle peppers, all my favorite stuff. And I thought, okay, this is something I can get for a quick meal to add to some rice or something. I thought it was just a starter kit, but actually it has what they refer to as plant-based protein in here. And I didn't really realize that. And what happened was, and it's a soy protein, and as I came home, I wanted something real quick for lunch, and I was just gonna put this in like a tortilla. And when I thought about it, I was like, this is a meat-based product, or I should say, a meat replacement type of product, right? So it's a protein. And my first thought was, if it's in a bag and I got it off the shelf, then it probably is not the best thing to be putting in my body. Because think about that for a second. If it's something that's in a bag and it's kept on the shelves, who knows how long it's been there and how long it's gonna last on there. I mean, they're designed to last longer, so you have all the preservatives. Oh my goodness. And the number one preservative is salt. So even just looking at this just hit me. So the sodium on here is 1080 milligrams. That's like half of what the recommended sodium is for the day for most people, what they recommend, right? So it's 1080 milligrams of sodium, and this is for 1 1/4 cup. That's the serving size. That is a no-no. So it says protein at 18 grams. And so it's promoting that it's protein, it's promoting that it's plant-based protein. But honestly, guys, let's get serious. Plant-based, if it's plant-based, that means that it came from a plant. And so soy protein like this, I'm just not so sure about that. So the ingredients are textured soy protein, brown rice, tomato, black bean, chipotle paste, water, tomato paste. So it sounds okay, right? For the most part, they have a lot of things in here that are rice, tomatoes, beans. Honestly, that's why I got it. It really does seem like it's pretty good overall. But when you're really trying to live a life where you are not eating like processed foods a lot, this is the type of thing you have to be mindful of. You have to read the labels, because you could be grabbing this like I did and thought, oh man, this is something cool. I can grab this. I can grab 5 or 6 of these that are really inexpensive, and I'll just have one of these every day. You don't want to do that. Because think about that. Like, look at all the sodium that's in here. You could be doing all the right things and grabbing this and thinking this is a shortcut. The bag says it's vegan. The bag says it's plant-based Southwest burrito bowl, and it has beans in there. So they're not lying. It's not false advertising, but you still have to read the labels. That's going to be your most important thing that you can do if you're trying to live a healthy, whole foods type of plant-based diet. And so you really don't want to do that, because you'll find yourself, you are, eating these, you're thinking you're eating the right things. You're not eating meat, or you're eating less meat, and you're seeing that your body is not changing. You're noticing that you are retaining water, or you're noticing that you're actually gaining weight, or things are not happening the way you think. And that's because with these processed things, they have all kinds of stuff that's not natural in them, and it has a horrible impact on your body. So yeah, I can't even say if it's now every now and then, because again, my point being that this is something they put on a shelf, and it's designed to last a long time on the shelves. So I don't really want to be pulling something off the shelf, putting it in my plate and eating that, because that's not going to be something that's healthy for my body. So I just really wanted to do this video to share with you that you really have to be mindful of what you're buying. You really have to read the labels, because if you're eating this type of thing on a regular basis, you are eating a lot of sodium and you're raising your blood pressure. It's just not going to have a good result. So really, really be mindful of these things and try to limit this type of stuff in your diet. I really, after I saw that, I was just really so disturbed, because I'm like really trying hard not to consume processed stuff. Every now and then you may want to something, I don't know, but I even have a hard time recommending that, because I know that it's quick, it's fast, and we get used to that kind of stuff. And so what I would say is, if you're looking for something quick and you want to have those quick go-to meals, find a day, whether it's Saturday or Wednesday night, whatever works for you. Make you some rice, make you some lentils in an Instant Pot. You make a larger quantity of those, and those are your quick go-to things. You can grab those things, throw them in the middle of a tortilla wrap if you want. If we're talking about having a burrito bowl, chop you up some bell peppers and onions and lettuce and tomatoes and put it to the side in your fridge, so you can grab those things and have a quick meal when you're busy, because we're all busy, right? But that's going to be better for you in the long run than just grabbing 5 or 6 of these off the shelf and using these to eat every day. I just don't recommend that. So the point of this video was to show you that it's easy to walk into these landmines in the grocery stores that make you feel like you're eating something healthy and nutritious. Plant-based food should be plant-based and fresh as much as you can. If you're not getting it from the produce section or you're getting from the frozen food section, limit what you get in those middle aisles that are labeled as plant-based, because in the long run, it's going to be a lot worse for you than it is in that moment that it feels convenient. So I hope you take this information to heart. If you have any questions, leave a comment or just email me at plantfoodrocks@gmail.com, and I am happy to help you. All right. Till next time, rock on.